Welcome to Love You Bro podcast. I am your host, Jude Davella, and as I do it up every week, I do it with my brother, Jamie.
What it do?
What's up, brother? Hey, tonight we're going to do a live show tonight from Maloney Sports Bar and Grill here in Overland Park. We're super excited to be here. I've known these guys for a long time and just feel blessed to be able to bring our podcast here. Shooting tonight before the Chiefs-Jaguars game. So we're going to get into Chiefs-Jaguars, but first we're going to talk a little bit about some of the topics that we want to get into. Bro, we haven't been here for a minute, and I want to kind of get into a little bit about the Ryder Cup last week, man, because Friday, Saturday obviously was tough. They came back on Sunday, but to me, the way the fans treated the guys from Europe, I thought was just trash, and I just don't think that we needed to come out and be that way and be that type, especially with everything going on across the world right now. To watch them throw a cup at Rory's wife, like, there's just no need for that, man. There's no room for it, especially in golf. It wasn't a hockey match. This is the Ryder Cup, and it's always been a very prestigious event, but I just thought the people in New York, the way they acted was trash.
Well, for me, yeah, I mean, I would not want to see anything. I love how rowdy they are, and it should be. It's the Ryder Cup. It's a different. It's not Augusta. It's not, it's not Augusta. It's not. So I think it's like, unfortunately that happened, but when they're in Europe, wherever they are in Europe when they go, it's never a picnic either. Now, is it getting a little bit more? I mean, and also they knew exactly what they were doing. They were kind of rubbing it in United States face. They talked a lot of. So yes, some of it they went a little too far. Fans did, but that's kind of this day and age in sports. You can't turn on and you can't get on social media the day after a basketball game, a football game, a hockey game, and see what fans are doing inside stadiums. It's brutal. People are getting punched out. People are getting, and it's what it's going to come to. However they do this, obviously the alcohol business is so big and what sponsorships and get behind, but they're going to limit that or no tailgating or no anything because people are just getting too intoxicated and just huge fights breaking out all the time. But yeah, right. Okay, that was a little over the top, and there was a little much.
I mean, in talking about the Ryder Cup, though, the team's getting chippy, and even the caddies and stuff, and the guys, talking back and forth. I don't mind all that. The chippiness.
That's awesome.
I mean, you love that. That's going to be in any sport, and I love seeing the chippiness. I love seeing even the caddies and guys kind of get into an exchange. But when you got fans throwing stuff at the golfers and their families, like that's just crossing the line, man. If I saw a person like that, I'd never let him in a sporting event ever again. There's just no need for it, man. But the fan behavior at football games and all the stuff going on there, I think that's a whole different topic. I was just kind of really talking about the Ryder Cup and the way they kind of treated
awesome. The Ryder
Rory's
Cup
wife.
is so dope, man. I would love to go one day. Like I think that's like kind of a bucket list. Like somebody's like, can you go to Augusta for a week or the Ryder Cup? I mean, that would be a tough one, but Ryder Cups, it's so sick, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, USA started off like, we started off like crap on Friday, Saturday, but they made a run, they made a push there on Sunday, and I thought they were going to make a chance to come back at it. But so anyway, okay, I just want to kind of touch base on that a little bit, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight. I want to get into a little bit of college football here now before we get into Chiefs Jaguars and start talking that. Let's talk about our local teams a little bit. You got Missouri right now at 5-0, and they're going to host Alabama this week. I've told you from the beginning, watching Missouri, their program, it's good. Drinkwitz does a great job over there. But my thing with it is, though, I mean, the way you get to schedule your first 6 games coming out of the chute, how do you schedule your first 6 games at home and never have to go on the road? They don't go on the road till mid-October?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we discussed this prior, and however it's set up, the bottom line is they're undefeated. So, I mean, I don't care where they play the games but they're undefeated. It's going to be a huge test for them against Alabama.
Do we know what the spread is? Quinn, Theo, do you guys know what the spread is on Missouri, Alabama this weekend?
I would imagine it's probably 2.5 at the most for Alabama.
Alabama's 8 right now in the country. Mizzou's, was it for like 15, 16?
No, Mizzou's.
What's that?
Mizzou plus 6. Mizzou's 11, right?
I don't think they're 11. I think they're lower than that. Yeah. Okay. Alabama 8, Missouri 14th in the AP poll. So Missouri's getting, Alabama's favored by 6.
Okay,
Alabama's favored by 6.
Which is more than I thought they were.
That's a lot of points, man. That's a lot of points. I mean, for them to be favored by 6 at Columbia, that's a lot of points, especially a top 20 team.
Yeah, that's going to be fun, though. It'll be fun for Columbia and Bama rolling in there. Like, it'll be fun. To me, and watching Missouri, they've got athletes all over the field. So I don't think they're going to get out, athletic. Alabama's going to be way more athletic than Missouri.
Yeah,
so
but Mizzou can match up with them. It's just going to be how long they can match up with them is going to be the thing. Is it going to be something that Alabama's team, wears Mizzou down?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know the Mizzou faithful they'll be packed in there.
Oh yeah, man.
They'll be packed in there. That thing will be packed to the rafters. I'll be excited to take a look at that and see exactly how Missouri holds up, because we'll get into our team, which is University of Kansas.
They play at Texas Tech.
They're at Texas Tech. Texas Tech is 9th in the country, so we'll be going into Texas Tech. We're not in the top 20.
Texas Tech, you may need to get like a one of those things that bouncers have at the club, like click, 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 to see how many points Texas Tech's going to put up. They may put up 90. They may put up 90. It may be like when you back in the day when you play NCAA college football on rookie level, and you would just boat race everyone, and you'd get like...
So you think Kansas is going to get boat raced like that?
I'll tell you what, Texas Tech's offense is electrifying.
Yeah.
And our defense, which I thought was going to be better, I don't know how we hold up. But, I mean, who knows? What's crazy is you're playing it every, if you watch the NFL, you watch these underdogs go in and flat out win.
Yeah.
Flat out win. I don't see a place where we get our defense in a position to make more stops than not against Texas Tech.
Right.
And Texas Tech will hit big. Like I said, to me, I think they score 40 to 50 points.
Kansas put up this weekend they were down there in Florida, playing Central Florida. We got some friends over there. The AD, Terry Mahajer, a Shawnee Mission South 88 grad, graduated from KU, is the AD at UCF. So we had some friends down there. But UCF had Kansas down 17-0. And KU came back and won 27-20.
It was a gutty win and a nice win for them from where they were. So, because I was looking up and I was like, God, I was working, so I couldn't watch play-by-play, but I'd watch it and I'm like, fuck, man, this is... But... it was nice to see him come back and get that win. It's
a nice win. Kansas goes to 4-2. They'll travel into Texas Tech. Texas Tech is loaded. They're 9th in the country. I think Texas Tech is a team I think they're going to make the playoff.
Look how dope those uniforms are. They're up on TV right now. The old
the old Tampa Bay Buccaneer uniforms,
so
man.
Those were remember Dewey Selman?
Yeah, when Doug Williams was quarterbacking back there, man. Absolutely. I love those Bucs uniforms, and they beat Seattle yesterday too, didn't they?
Slick.
I saw Baker was talking a lot of shit to the fans there in Seattle.
Oh yeah, Baker's my guy, man. I love Baker. That dude is a slinger, and the fact that a team like Cleveland let him walk, who was absolutely garbage. And there was a dude the other day I saw, and he had all the quarterbacks they've had in the last 15 years, and it's just it's even worse than the Chiefs when we were at our lowest. I mean, it's just... No
way, man.
Well, no, it is, because it is.
Some of those quarterbacks we had
It is, bro? But they wasted high first-round picks on these guys. Tim Couches and the guys that...
Oh, yes.
They have whiffed and whiffed and whiffed and whiffed.
What's that, bro? Remember when we were going to River Falls, and they were like, we're going to have the big court... Like, I'll never forget something you told me a long time ago. And you said, I can't remember what coach you told me you heard it from. And you said, if somebody comes into a game and says, we're going to be rotating 2 quarterbacks, if you're rotating 2 quarterbacks, you have 0 quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's kind of how it is. But
who was that back in River Falls, though? Was it Tyler Panko? What was his name?
Tyler Palco.
Tyler. Theo, we actually had a guy named Tyler Palco quarterbacking for us. Brody Croyle, nice dude. We knew Brody. We met him several times. Very, very nice guy. But for a quarterback coming out of Alabama,
but and Brody was also a guy. He was probably 160 pounds. He was super thin, but the guy had a cannon for an arm.
Yeah, he did for sure. He had a cannon.
There were so many issues back then, but no. So it'll be interesting. Yesterday was a lot of stuff happened. A lot of teams that you didn't expect to lose.
Yeah, and we'll get into some of this NFL stuff because right here is we're just looking up on the board right here, watching this Chargers Commanders game. I didn't know the Commanders got after him like that yesterday.
27 unanswered. I mean, that's a situation.
Yeah, that's big.
And they didn't have the Commanders didn't have Scary Terry. He wasn't even playing.
Oh, really? Terry McLaurin didn't play last year?
Wow. He did not play.
And they got on the Chargers 27-10 in LA. I'm hoping the Chargers are just going to charge her the rest of the year is what I'm hoping.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. What gets teams is the breakdown of like injuries. And they're
right.
I mean, they're playing without both tackles right now.
Oh, the Chargers are. That's right.
Yeah,
yeah, Alter right now, isn't he?
Yeah, and then Becton, their big free agent acquisition from Philly last year, who was an absolute mauler left guard. He has been in and out of the lineup. So you're talking about. I mean, I would hate to see what. I mean, actually, we know what the Chiefs dealt with.
We've been there. We've been there before
on the offensive line.
Yeah,
what it does.
Sure.
But there was a big play yesterday, and that was that Quentin Johnson, who has been incredible for the Chargers.
He's turned out to be really good because that first year they were kind of looking at him, they weren't sure what they were going to get with him.
No, but when we watched him at TCU, that kid can play. Like we watched him up close and personal.
But his first year in the NFL, he kind of looked lost, and I don't know if he wasn't comfortable in the offense or what it was, but I mean, you see him now, night and day from where he was year one.
But it's one of those things that you saw what he was at TCU, and you're like, okay, it's in there. So you just got to get that out, get that out of him. But he's been great, and the whole division right now. I mean, the AFC right now. If the Chiefs win, it's a big if. It's going to be a tough game.
This is a huge game. The Chiefs got their hands full now with the Jaguars. Jaguars got a good defense. They're 3-1 right now. We're going into what is it? Duval.
Yeah.
What is that? That's
what he says. Yeah, that's
Duval.
So that'll be tough. It's going to be tough. They have a good defense. They don't have a great defense, but they have a good defense.
I don't know what's the guy that might not play tonight. Defensive end. Is it?
He just had surgery this week. He just had surgery this last week.
Trayvon Walker. They're saying he might not play this week.
I mean, that would be crazy if he had surgery this week and he's playing this week. Yeah, I mean, they said he's going to give it. But on the injury list, and it's I've been saying this all along. Worthy pops up on the injury list. He's on the plane. His ankle swells up, and they go out of question. Rappaport today is like he's playing. They have to do it following protocol.
I think Worthy will be fine. I think.
No. I know he's going to play tonight. That's not what I'm stating. But there's just injury after injury. I just don't know how.
There's injuries all across the league, and that's why when we looked at this at the beginning, and people were talking about the Chiefs and talking about what we were going to do and what we had going on. When you lose Rice and you don't have Worthy and you come out the first 2 weeks, your offense is going to look different. I mean, look at the Patriots. You tell the Patriots last night we're going to take Stephon Diggs away. Does that offense look different? 100 it does. If you take away some guys from Josh Allen, does their offense look different? 100.
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, for sure.
What do you mean? You can say yes and no?
No, I mean, I think that there's not much in Buffalo to begin with, and I think that's more. Last night was more a testament to who Buffalo is as opposed to. I think New England's good and they're scrappy, and I thought,
So you don't think Buffalo's as good as their 4-1 record? I'm asking.
That's what I just said. Yeah, I think it's more of a testament to who they are. I don't think they have a lot of pieces offensively. When Keon Coleman's your big guy. I mean, James Cook's a dog. Obviously, he's a freak. Like he's an absolute witch.
But know what? The thing that I love though right now is I love all these guys that. We're just a couple of KC kids here, just a couple of dudes that like to talk sports, and we started a podcast. But you watch these guys on ESPN, you watch these guys on NFL Network, and these guys are getting paid big money. And I'm listening to these guys the first couple of weeks, and guys like Mark Schlereth, Chiefs are 0-2, and these guys are like writing them off. And I'm like, I don't see how you write any team in the NFL off after 2 weeks, especially a team that's lost their first and second wide receiver.
No,
and I know the Ravens game. We can't go in the Ravens game and go, oh, they're all fixed.
No, but they did exactly what they had to do, so that's a positive thing.
What's that?
They did exactly what they did against Baltimore, which is a positive thing.
Right.
Had they beat Baltimore in a pillow fight, 13-6, then I'd be like, But I don't think it's a bad thing. When you look at how bad the offense was the last 2 years, and to see what they're doing and being like, oh, they're just going to flip a switch. Right. But they have the opportunity. But once again, you have to stay healthy. Right now, and back to Worthy, you want to sidestep Worthy. he's got a torn labrum. He's going to need surgery in the offseason. So he's one shot away, and he's out of your lineup. So you have to develop. You got to continue to develop. And like I said, I'd like to see Royals get on the field a little bit more tonight. You know what Juju's going to do. He's so reliable.
That dude is steady Eddie, man.
He's going to be
Juju
where
is steady Eddie.
Doesn't drop the ball, runs good routes. But and then she's going to come back, and he's not going to come his first game back and go for 11 and 168 and 2 touches.
I don't think
he's going to be gone. He's going to be off for a year and a half. It's got a lot of rust to shake off.
But if you just saw him during training camp and saw him in some of his preseason games, I mean, Rashid's ready to go, bro. He's itching to go right now. I think he'll be up a lot quicker than you think he is. My thing is last week, and I know the Ravens were missing guys defensively. I'm not that guy that's going to sit there and go, oh, we're set now, we're good, and we're going to hang up 50 points a game from here on out. That's not what I'm saying. But that offense looked entirely different. Once you added our speed piece and you added Worthy back to our offense last week, it looked so much different. It changes the complexity of the offense. It makes the guys on defense not be able to just either sit in the box or just lock up on Travis and lock up on Juju. No, nobody's going to run downfield. Now, all of a sudden, Worthy just being on the field, he opened it up for Travis. He opened it up for Hollywood Brown. Juju caught some balls. You still got Noah Gray. Jared Wiley's healthy. I think we got a lot of pieces. When you add Rashid back in the mix, I think it just opens the door for us to do so much more offensively.
Well, a tall tale sign of where the offense is, headed. I think that, no matter what anyone says at one overhead drive or the brass there, that they're content with the running back room. Rashad has got to see more carries this week.
Yes, for sure.
Get more involved in the offense. And they got to be out there in the trade wide because there's going to be some good running backs available. And right now, the Chargers just lost Omarion Hampton, and they're down their kid. So they're going to be in the market.
Come on, man. I mean, does anybody inside this building tonight want to see the Chiefs go get Alvin Kamara or Breece Hall? What about Breece Hall from the Jets?
Yeah, I mean, it just he'll be available. Ashane from Miami will be available. Kamara will be available, but those guys will be available. I would love to see them give a big upgrade in the running back room.
Who fits our offense better? Does Alvin Kamara probably fit our offense better? Out of any of those guys,
all three of those dudes are amazing in our offense.
I think Kamara kills in our offense.
There's not one guy that we just discussed. Breece Hall that doesn't catch the ball well out of the backfield. Ashane that doesn't catch the ball well. Or
if you brought Kamara here, would you cut one of our other guys? I mean,
Elijah Mitchell, maybe yes. That guy.
No, I was thinking. I mean, like Pacheco and Kareem are here, right? They're. I don't
want to see anyone get cut, but I would say Elijah Mitchell. He's on the roster.
Yeah,
he just doesn't suit up.
Yeah,
he just doesn't suit up.
Has he been inactive all 4 weeks so far?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I mean, I think that between to me, I love Pacheco. You don't want a Super Bowl without Pacheco. His running style when he was, but everyone knew it's probably a 3-year window for him. Some running backs are 5 or 6, but the way he ran and he never had vision.
Right.
Pacheco was never blessed with vision.
He just runs hard, man. He sees a hole, he hits it. He sees a hole and he hits
it. But he doesn't see holes. No, he would run through tackles and run through shit he shouldn't have got. But he doesn't have vision of like, okay, here I'm going to make a cut, then I'm going to go up. He's all about just like where it's supposed to go. With Pacheco is where it's going.
I really thought the Jets when they may come off of Breece Hall, but then I saw that the Jets their other running back got hurt now. Their other 1-2, probably that 1-2 punch. So there's no way the Jets are going to be giving up. They're going to be giving up Breece Hall now. I'm looking right now. So who Colts yesterday? Who the Colts have yesterday? Oh, the Raiders. Didn't they
beat the brakes off the
Raiders yesterday. Yeah. Well, the Raiders are going to Raider.
And that, Jonathan Taylor, he is an absolute stud. I mean, he is a stud.
What was the score of the Raiders Colts yesterday?
42. Yeah,
40-6. Good Lord.
Yeah.
And this is Pete Carroll over there trying to revive the Raiders and see what they're going to get going. And I don't think Geno Smith was the Who went and got Geno Smith? Was that Pete Carroll's call? Does Pete Carroll go and get Geno Smith?
Obviously he had a relationship with him in the past. There was no Blake Bowers. They don't have any wide receivers. out in
What's
Vegas.
up with the tight end? What's up with Bowers?
He was out. I don't know the gist of it, but he did not play.
I think Brock Bowers probably wants out of he probably wants out of Las Vegas.
Well, and the other kid, speaking of the Colts, the Tyler Warner kid, he is a stud, man. He is. It's crazy how the evolution of the tight end, especially since TK. Obviously, you had guys before him that were doing big things, but now there's so many tight ends that are like. I mean, that kid is a absolute dog in Indianapolis. Right. I mean, that dude, he is, and obviously,
where did he come into college from? Where's
Penn
he from?
State, right?
Penn State,
Penn State
tight end.
But was I mean, looks a part of a tight end, but it's just not catch the ball and fall down. I mean, he's got some wiggle, he's got speed, he's got hands, he's got athleticism, he's able to track the ball.
And when I watching this, is Carson Wentz blowing up right now? Up in Minnesota, right, Theo? Yeah, I thought I saw Carson Wentz playing well. My father-in-law, Pop is not a big Carson Wentz fan. Pop is a diehard, born and raised Philadelphia Eagle fan, and he did not like Carson Wentz when he was in Philadelphia. So when he saw him on our side.
Speaking of Philly, and the win that Denver went in there down yesterday and went in and took it from him at the whatever they call it.
Bo Nix, that's your boy, isn't it? Bo Nix?
Yes,
you like Bo Nix,
dude. Bo Nix throws a insanely beautiful deep ball. I mean, he does, but also that defense that they have. But they went into the Lincoln or whatever and
the link, isn't it, Theo? The link
and beat.
Hey, we want to welcome. We have Quinn here doing our social media. We want to welcome one of our dudes from day one, Theo, into the building tonight to Maloney's. Theo, thanks for popping by.
Quinn in the building.
Thanks
tonight,
for popping in, Theo.
That's a rare occasion.
Theo knows it's an open door, man. He's family. He can pop in whenever he wants. Hey, guys, if you guys follow us on our social media, you guys like and follow us on and subscribe to us on YouTube, IG. We've got T-shirts up here for you guys, some Love You Bro podcast T-shirts. So if there's anybody here in the building at Maloney's tonight that will like, follow, and subscribe to our Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, we've got T-shirts to hand out. Sponsored by our guy, Justin Barrick, who actually won a tournament this weekend. Take It to the Course is Justin Barrick's company. Take It to the Course. He'll go on the golf course with you. The guy's done a lot of work with me this season and has helped a ton. But he sponsored our Love You Bro podcast T-shirt. So anybody here in Maloney's tonight that would like a Love You Bro podcast T-shirt, if you would just like, subscribe to our social media channels, Quinn, our social media guy over here, will give you one of our free Love You Bro podcast T-shirts. That goes for any patrons as well as our bartenders working hard back there, our wait staff working hard around there. Thank you guys for having us in Maloney's tonight.
For sure, man, absolutely. So if we get a little more into tonight.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
It's that time. First off, though, what's this here? We have
a helmet leftover from our charity event at Lazarus Ministries. We need to put. We're not going to auction it off. We're going to start the bidding if anybody comes and bids on it. It's a signed Chiefs helmet signed by Noah Gray that we're starting off for $100, and this money goes to Lazarus Ministries over at 31st Street. My wife is the executive director.
I think we could have probably got $1,000 for it if Noah Gray delivers it himself to somebody's girlfriend and or wife. That guy can't be any better looking.
No, listen.
So that could have probably been like $1,000 job if Noah was like, I'm going to deliver this myself.
Listen, I was at the facility, right, and I was dropping off one of my clients, and Noah came walking out of his car, shorts, T-shirts, tennis shoes, and I'm sitting there, and Jessica called. She's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I think I'm probably looking at the prettiest looking dude on this team. Like, Noah Gray's a good looking dude, brother. That's a good looking cat."
Well, yes, he absolutely is. In addition to, but if you look at the snap counts from the tight end position, his are going up and TK's are going down, which it should be at this point in time.
Listen, we've known Travis since his rookie year, since he got here. We've known Travis since he's got here. We love him, but I think my man's probably going to call year 13 it. He's probably going to go off and ride off in the sunset and marry Taylor Swift and call it a career. I mean, he's had a hell of a career, but listen, Travis isn't done, though. He isn't done this year, bro. Travis still has a lot left in the tank, I think.
However, yes, you're right. But if somebody wants to come and bid on this, or
yes,
I mean, that's it's sweet. Or you might have to put $100 to Lazarus and have it in your collection because
whatever we need to do. My wife said I'm not leaving the building tonight until I get rid of this. So if someone wants to come up and give us $150 it goes to Lazarus Ministries, and we have this Chiefs helmet signed by Noah Gray.
I might.
You might want to get
on my dating profile, I might just put that helmet with his signature.
Yeah, there you go.
And say you have a chance of he might pop into our date and see if that ups my opportunities.
See if that ups the ante.
Yeah.
Listen, we're fortunate. Like I said, we're fortunate enough to be here tonight. Our great production team, KC Podcast Company, doing their work and coming in always when we want to go on site and do something somewhere. So thank you to our guys that allow us to do this. And Maloney's, man, we're going to start doing some pre-Monday night shows here. It just so happened to be tonight. The pre-Monday night show is before the Chiefs Jaguars. So we're excited to be here. And like I said, we got T-shirts to hand out, and we have a lot more to talk about right now. Let's talk a little bit more about this. I want to talk a little bit more about KU's 4-2 start. So we think they're going to go into Texas Tech, probably get boat race this week, probably get beat this week. They have a tough game.
Doors beat off their thing.
But listen. My deal is they're 4-2 right now. I think they're probably going to end up 8-4, 8-5 on the year.
Yeah.
Get into a bowl game. And Leipold's got them going the right way.
And
man.
I'll tell you what. That
offense is serious, though, bro. That offense is no joke.
But they're starting tight end number 18.
He got hurt, didn't he? He's had surgery.
Sir, he's done for the year.
Let me ask you a question. The offense you saw against Cincinnati.
Look at Sunshine up there warming up. That's Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
Long day for you tonight, Mr. Lawrence, Trevor Lawrence. Long night for you tonight, pal. I promise you. So what was that? You just took me off. You just took me off.
Gotta stay on point, my guy.
I know you just took me on my. You just took me off
point. Gotta stay on point, my guy.
Trevor Lawrence. What was that? We're talking about Kansas offense. So Kansas's offense versus Cincinnati. What they did against Cincinnati. You take Kansas offense or Mizzou's offense?
Mizzou's offense.
No way. No way do I take Mizzou's. You take Missouri's offense over Kansas. That receiver the Henderson kid from Alabama.
I'll tell you this. Woo. I'll tell you this. Nobody could say 100% Kansas's offense is so much better than Missouri's.
What's that?
Nobody can catastrophically say oh my God, Kansas offense absolutely over Missouri. And likewise, if you're a Missouri fan, you're going to say Missouri's offense. If you're a Kansas fan, I get it. I think it's a coin flip.
And it probably could be a coin flip, but you can look at that Kansas-Missouri game, and I'll talk to any Missouri fan, whether it be our boys Willow or talk to St. John or any of those guys. They know it and we know it. That game was a coin flip down the stretch because into the fourth quarter we had Mizzou down in their building, and this is the top 15 SEC team.
But it's one of those things like. If you're Missouri and where they are, I don't think they ever were sweating it. Like it was Kansas is not there yet, and they're getting there, and they're coming up, and they're going up, but they're not a team that they're just not a team that's like, oh man, you talk about the Chargers charging, you talk about other teams in sports that aren't as good, that are climbing the ladder, that will piss down their leg. And if you're Missouri, you're established. They've been playing in the SEC and playing well against, and I don't care who it is in the SEC. I don't care who it is. When you play teams that aren't that good, Florida is supposed to not be that good. And what did Florida do?
Florida just knocked off Texas, man.
Yeah.
They just knocked off Texas.
And so it's just a so I don't know. Like I said, I love where they're headed. I love where they're going. I love what they're doing.
I love what Leipold's doing. I love what Lance Leipold's doing.
And I know you said
I love my Jayhawks. I know what you're talking about, Missouri, but I'm not one of those guys either. That and not because I'm not a Missouri fan, but I'm not that guy either that's talking about Missouri's going to beat Alabama, they're going to beat Georgia, they're going to beat LSU, because I don't think they're there yet. I don't think Missouri's there yet. Yeah. And we're going to find out this weekend against Alabama at home, and I hope Missouri fans are just like, hey, you know what? We're not there yet, type of deal, because I don't think they are. I mean, their program is nice, and their program is good.
I think they kind of live rent free in your head because you talk about them and bring them up their schedule so much more. So I think they actually love it. They're like, Jude,
and they can absolutely love it. But until you beat somebody legit, I'm not handing Missouri the pat on the back for the SEC because I know they beat South Carolina, but
I don't think anyone's patting them on the back.
Let's see what they do against Alabama. I just want to see what they do against Alabama.
Yeah.
They're 6-point underdogs. I would say Alabama gets them between 10 and 14. That's
10 and 14?
That's
Yeah. I don't think that you're like calling something that's like, oh my God, Jude called that 10 to 14. Well, no, I mean it's probably
like Buck calls in Waldo. Put your money on Alabama and take the 6. Give the 6, lay the 6 and take Alabama.
Yeah,
that's my bet this weekend.
That's your bet. Well,
that's my bet. That's my bet.
I think so. Yeah, I think that it'll be a great game to see where they are and what the rest of their season looks like. But I know this: a 2-loss SEC team is better than 1-loss Big 10, Big 12 ACC team.
You're totally right. I 100% agree with you.
Missouri can get there, they have a very, very good chance of getting into the playoffs. But they're evolving and going, evolving and heading into the right direction.
Absolutely, they've had 3 10-win seasons.
I know last week, or a couple weeks ago, you're like, hey, I don't want to talk about Kansas basketball, but I don't think you cannot not talk about Kansas basketball in the week that they had. I heard today from National Andy Katz that is probably one of the most historic weeks in the last 15 years in college basketball. The kids that just committed from last Sunday to where they are now. And the kid from 2027 is going to reclassify for 26.
I saw that.
So
I saw that.
That is an absolute monster of an overhaul class that they have.
Hats off to Bill Self and the University of Kansas and what they're doing in Lawrence right now. Because like you said, it's been a historical week.
That's Andy Katz saying it's been a historical week. It's 100, a historical week.
I've never in my lifetime, I'm 56 years old, and I've never in my lifetime ever seen the University of Kansas just rattle off
5-star
kids and 5-4. I mean, everybody you see in high school now. You and I, we always watch all the kids in high schools when they're committing to school, and we always watch those. And every time we see them, here comes the Duke hat, here comes the Kentucky hat. Here comes, so you just don't see KU. Yeah. And like I said, hats off to Coach Bill Self at the University of Kansas, Coach Bouchard, good friend of the programs. Hats off to what those guys are doing in Lawrence right now, because I think this season's going to be big. And I mean, next couple of years, I mean, the biggest
they're talking right now. So they're talking right now about late night the fog, how big it's going to be, because these kids are coming back for late night the fog with the squad that we have and the kids we have.
Man.
Just today, Andy Katz had Darrell Patterson on, and he was asking about. He's like, him and the kid from BYU are essentially 1A, 1B, however you want to slice it up, and what it takes, and ask him about like all this has just happened in the team that last year at the end of it, a lot of people down. People like, this is coach's last year. This is coach's last year.
Right.
I got intel. This is coach's last year. He's done. Then you go and get the likes of Patterson to come, and then the kid that they signed last week from Kentucky, from that he was like Louisville or he's going to go to Kentucky, when that comes to Kansas, that energizes a program. And he was like, I already know someone's coming. I can't say who it is.
Oh, right.
You lost to Stokes
the point guard, the Taylor Kinney kid, Kinney kid.
But you lost Stokes when he signed with Nike because he wasn't in the Kansas City school. So
which kid was that? The one that went with Nike?
Yeah.
Which kid was that?
He was like number 2 player in the country.
Was that the Stokes kid?
Yeah.
Stokes signed with Nike.
Yeah.
So when he signed with Nike, he wasn't coming to Kansas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So he wasn't coming to Kansas, but what they've what they've gone and done, and they said Patterson has been on the recruiting trail. Like, yes, I won't be here, but this is a place you need to be.
Of course.
This is a place you need to be.
It's just fun to see Coach Self, because people wanted to write him off last year. They said he got sick. They said he's probably not going to be around. And then, like I said, you see the kids that they're bringing in. Somebody sent me a text today, and they said, "Is this all Self, or is this part of the David Booth money?" Booth's money doesn't hurt. But every school's getting those donations and stuff from big alumni. They're starting to put money into football programs, basketball programs. That money is not going to hurt Kansas football or Kansas basketball.
And so
thank you, David Booth, for that $300 million donation that you input into the University of Kansas. $300 million never hurts any program.
No, and you know what? So to add on that is that the latest rumors, because obviously you have to evolve, is that Kevin Pritchard is going to come and be the general manager of the Kansas basketball program.
God, bro, I'd love that because the schools now they're starting to hire general managers for their basketball programs, aren't they?
Who's that dipshit North Carolina with Belichick that the general manager of their football program? And what a disaster North Carolina football is.
Wow.
I mean,
well, I'll tell you one thing though, his girlfriend is hot. I'll tell you that. She is hot. There's no mistake in there.
Yeah, but
I'd have her on my sideline too. I'd give her cotton candy money or whatever she needed to go up and snack at halftime.
But yes, Lombardi,
who
would always be there,
for Carolina football.
Yeah, but he was the guy. He had it's one of those things like I'm sure Carolina paid him a lot of money, but he was getting paid a lot of money to tell everyone how wrong they were. And you should have made this decision, and now it looks like shit. And like, dude, it is they get boat raced every week.
Yeah, I saw that.
They lost to Central Florida, who we just beat.
Right.
UCF 30-8 or something like that. It's a disaster in Carolina.
Hey, I'm checking the screen out here up here on Monday night, the pregame for Monday night. Kurt Warner's on there. They were just showing some stuff on Travis Kelce. Do we think does TK have a big game tonight? Yesterday was his birthday, so shout out to my boy, the GOAT at Travis Kelce. Shout out to him yesterday, man. He turned 36.
Oh man, look at that. They're going to be in their all whites tonight. I love their all whites.
Jacksonville?
No, the Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs will? They'll be in the all whites.
All whites, yeah.
Oh man, I love that.
And that's something I you know what? I have a beef. It pisses me off.
What's that?
That so many teams in the NFL, and it's like college, and like these guys are young. They have so many different color options and options on uniforms, and the Chiefs will not come off what they do.
That's a Hunt family thing, though. I think
I get that, and I think it's a beautiful thing, and it's a sweet thing. But every team in the NFL has colorways in different ways. The Packers, the Steelers, the Chargers. I mean, everyone has different options to go with. And you love, and teams love that. I mean, kids love that. Even their new uniforms, like the Broncos' new uniforms look slick.
Right.
The Buffalo, I wasn't a big fan of those.
Yeah. Oh, last night, I did not. The only thing
they wore white with like silver.
Yeah.
Which was weird, and silver helmets. But if if you're all, and obviously organizations are all about money.
Yep, 100%.
If you put out new jerseys, people will buy new jerseys.
Right, of course.
It's more revenue.
Yeah. Of course.
So but it's also if they would implement a black helmet, black pants, yellow jerseys, I don't care what it looks like.
Yeah.
This is boring to me.
I would love
going back and seeing Dave Lindstrom and Ed Podolak. It's the same uniforms.
I'll tell you what though, when you've been to 5 out of the last 7 Super Bowls and you got 3 rings, I don't care what color they're wearing. They can wear all pink.
Who has the most Super Bowl rings in the history of the NFL?
I would say it's either got to be the Steelers or the Niners, right? Steelers or the Niners.
Okay, so it doesn't, and that's just where it gets caught up. It doesn't matter. It's great.
What doesn't matter?
I think it's a fantastic thing how many Super Bowls, but it doesn't take away from allowing your players or
no, I'm not saying
I don't know, man.
But you're telling me right now it doesn't matter. We've been to 5 out of the last 7 Super Bowls. That doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't matter. But it doesn't make any sense what you're saying. That since they've been to those Super Bowls, they can just keep the same boring ass uniforms.
They can wear they can wear all pink tonight for all I care. If they're winning, and they're winning Super Bowls, they're winning championships. I don't care what they're wearing. I mean, that's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, that's you, and you're a little close to the situation, so I understand that. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's good. I'm just saying it's fun to mix it up.
I think for college teams like Kansas right now, Coach Leipold's bringing these kids.
Yeah. But NFL teams are doing it too. NFL has different uniforms that they have, different mashups. Like
they do. But those Bills uniforms last night, I thought they're terrible.
I thought you just said you didn't see them.
No, I saw them last night. The one thing I did like about it, I did like the hat that Josh Allen had on, the white hat with the silver buffalo. I like the hat, but I didn't like the way the uniforms looked.
It's just something, but it's just and the colorway.
I love the Chiefs all whites. I love those all whites when they go.
That's why I just said I got excited because they wear them once a year because that's how the organization only allows them once a year to wear them like that. But
it's old school, right? That's like what they did back in the '60s, right?
No, brother, they used to wear red pants.
Oh, that's right, the red pants, white tops.
In the '80s, they implemented the white pants.
To go all white. Yeah. That's right.
And that was something
very
different.
Often.
And then in the last 10 years, did they implement the red pants and red at home?
Right.
Which once again, the night that they opened up in those red and reds the excitement for the crowd and what that did for the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Something
Place went nuts,
different.
and the energy was crazy.
Something different.
Yeah, the energy was crazy.
And it was just something different. It's like, oh my God, this looks amazing. So
the energy was crazy in Arrowhead when they came. But for whatever reason, we haven't really played real well in those red on reds for some reason. I don't know what it is.
You know, my favorite, and I didn't see them because they obviously didn't have helmets on, so they were running around. But my favorite was when they played in Vegas 2 years ago, and they had the white pants, white tops, red helmets, and gray face masks.
Right. Did they have the old Texans on the side? No. They said the Arrowhead?
Yeah.
But they had the gray face mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was so old school and looked so cool.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to get out of their character who they are.
Right.
But it looks so dope. I was like, this is sweet. This is tight.
So what do you think? So the AFC right now, look, they're just showing our man right there, Stone Cold and Chris Jones showing up to the building. Look at my man all decked out. I think they come out big tonight, bro. I think they've got something to prove. I think they got popped in the mouth by the Chargers. Then they go and they lose. They go and they lose that second game. They're 0-2, and people started to kind of write them off. Not to say that they're all fixed right now, but I think tonight, they get back on track. That win over the Ravens. I think you go beat a good Chargers team right now, and then you come home and get ready for Detroit, which is going to be a dogfight.
And tonight, will be a great test because the Ravens don't have a great defense, but it's a good defense. And the Jaguars don't have a great defense, a good defense. But because last week the narrative was, and it should have been, there was 6 guys out of Ravens defense, but they did exactly what they did, and they boat raced them. Yeah. They smacked Baltimore. Right. And defensively, they made Lamar see ghosts, and they did what they did defensively. And the play of the game, my boy, Leo Chanel, changed the narrative of how that was going because they were going to go down and go 14.
100%.
That play that he made,
the way he turned around, to turn around and just find the ball, period, was really good. But the fact when he turned around, found the ball, and then still with one arm grabbed it and brought it in was, hell of a play by Leo Chanel.
Tonight, it's just like, every
week, the offense for sure.
Every week you look at it and it's like, okay, I am excited to see what they do offensively against this team. I don't know what the conditions are. They're calling for horrible rain.
No, I spoke to our boy AC. I called AC earlier, and they golfed today, and he said it was to be 78 degrees or 74 degrees at game time. It didn't rain today. No rain.
That's awesome.
So it's supposed to rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
And that will,
no rain tonight. So
that will be awesome.
Dry.
So it'll get, and what we do a great job of is shutting down their best player. It's what Spags does. Spags is like
the running back worries me a little bit. The ETN kid worries me a little bit. That running back, he's tough.
They got the big kid. Like I'm a fantasy football nerd, and everyone's like, do not start Thomas tonight. The kid from LSU,
right?
Because they're like what they've done is shutting down Neighbors, shutting down,
Our secondary's played very well. The young kids.
Noah Williams, he's been the difference maker.
Yes, that's one of my new kids. I'm just starting to work with. I met him here recently a few weeks back. Done a little bit of work for him, but great kid, super polite, super great kid. He's excited to be in this defense, and like he said, all he wants to do is just see the field, make plays. I'm like, man, just keep being you. You don't have to be anything else. You don't have to be anything spectacular. Just keep being you and make plays, man.
Yeah.
But those guys
I'm stoked.
love playing for Spags.
We got.
Hey, bro, look
MLB
who's in the
baseball?
building tonight. My wife is in the building tonight. Yes. My wife Jessica's in the building tonight. Thank you for coming. You're such a big supporter.
Dodgers and Phillies on right now.
Phillies on right now.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Hey,
the Dodgers.
I know you hate the Dodgers. Hey, babe, what are we doing with this helmet tonight? We have a helmet tonight signed by Noah Gray.
No hit.
That is a steal for you. You guys, if you guys are looking for something, even for a gift for somebody for Christmas time, even, or just somebody that is a huge Chiefs fan in your family.
Or a huge Noah Gray fan. He's the best looking man on the planet.
We have a signed mini helmet here that was signed by Noah Gray, and we're starting it at $100. Somebody comes and gives us $100, $125, $150. The money goes to Lazarus Ministries. Which is a great foundation. Not foundation, it's a great charity. But you guys, this helmet, it's a steal for $100, $125, $150.
Maybe we finagle him to deliver it somehow. Deliver it to your girlfriend or your wife somewhere.
There's got to be somebody in here that knows how hot Noah Gray is and loves Noah Gray.
Okay, we're taking a break here, man.
Yeah, are we ready to take a break, Dylan? We're gonna take a break for a couple minutes, guys, and then we're gonna come back. But please, if you guys will just come over here and talk to our social media guy, Quinn, if you will just like and subscribe to our Love You Bro podcast, Instagram, TikTok, any of this stuff. We've got free t-shirts. We've got the really cool Crimson and Blue Love You Bro podcast t-shirts. So please come and see our guy Quinn. We have free t-shirts up here. We're going to take a quick break and then we'll be back. Guys, we'd like to thank our resident sponsor, Proactive Solutions. They've been with us from day one. They allow us, Love You Bro podcast, to get to do what we do each and every week, and that's bring you a new episode with new guests. So a big shout out to Dean and Natalie Thede at Proactive Solutions. Proactive Solutions has been delivering infrastructure solutions and IT design and consultation services to clients ranging from startups to Fortune 100 companies for more than 27 years. They are proud to be a Kansas City locally owned and a top woman-owned business, offering custom solutions and personalized support. So thank you to Proactive Solutions, Dean and Natalie. If you guys are interested and your company needs some IT solutions, reach out to Proactive Solutions at www.proactivesolutions.com. We have two great resident sponsors that really help us here at Love You Bro Podcast and allow us to do what we get to do week in and week out. Lula's Southern Cookhouse, Bradley and Brittany Gilmore, owners of Lula's. It's at 1617 Main Street. If you have not been down here, please come down on a Sunday and have brunch. Great wait staff, great bartenders. The ownership team with Bradley and Brittany Gilmore are just fantastic people, and they allow us to do what we get to do in this amazing event space at Lula's Southern Cookhouse. Welcome back to Love You Bro Podcast. We are doing here one of our live episodes here at Maloney Sports Bar and Grill. Thank you guys for letting us come in and do our show that we love to do so much every week. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our people here at Maloney's for having us in here today. Again, the people that are here inside Maloney's, if you guys want to come up and we have some Love You Bro Podcast t-shirts. We ask people to follow us on all of our social media channels on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Follow us, like, and subscribe. And we've got some free Love You Bro podcast t-shirts. We're just here 5:30 to 7 doing our show tonight. We'll promise you we'll get out of your hair and let everybody get lined up to watch Chiefs Jaguars tonight. We're super excited to see this game. It's a huge game tonight for Kansas City. I think mainly too because, with the Bills losing yesterday to New England last night and with the Chargers losing, it was nice to see them go down. It was nice to see the Eagles go down. But the Chiefs can jump right back into the thick of things, getting a win tonight and going to 3-2. So, what are your predictions? What are you looking for tonight? I know sometimes when you sit down, you'll look for certain stuff from the offense, from the defense. What are you looking for tonight from Kansas City?
So to me, I think defensively we'll do what we do defensively, and I think that they will. I think Spags will say who is their biggest weapon right now, and it's ETN. So he's going to find a way to try to limit what he does.
Right.
But ETN's a guy that can catch. If he gets a seam, he could take it 70.
Right. You know a guy that I was looking for, and I want to just stop you for 1 second. There was a guy that I was looking for last week when we were at the Chiefs game. We were at the Ravens, Chiefs Ravens, and we're watching them. They were talking about who was going to spot Lamar Jackson. And one guy that I'm hoping Spags gets into the mix here sooner than later is Jeffrey Bassa, the kid from Oregon, because his speed and stuff, I know right now he's just on special teams, but I think that's a guy.
So a big thing for Spags is trust. And I don't know if he trusts Bosa to Bassa, whatever, how it's pronounced, to be where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be there. It's a big thing for him.
But I think you're totally fine with it. You're good.
So I think offensively, I want to see us continue on the success that we had against Baltimore.
Yes.
And a depleted team and a depleted Baltimore defense, but to continue to add on that success and continue to make big chunk plays. I will say this because I'm critical sometimes of how balls are thrown. And there was a ball down the sideline that was thrown to Xavier that was one of the pretty rare balls that I've seen thrown in 4 years.
Wow.
Then, just like you, Watchery, there's one he misses. He missed the Brashard Smith throw. Brashard Smith's the first time. And then the one, he has 2 steps on this guy. Worthy does, and he overthrows Worthy, and it was a touchdown.
He did. He made a beautiful pass to Worthy on the first one, and if you saw, Reed went right back to Worthy on the very next play, and again, Worthy had 2 steps on that DB. If he puts it in Worthy's hand, he's gone.
It's a touchdown.
Yeah.
So
sure,
I would like to see him. I'd like to see him build on that and fewer mistakes that self-inflicted wins, because on the road it's like they always say, it's you and your guys in your locker room. You're and your other 53 guys. Take care of the ball. Don't turn it over. And I think they'll be fine.
Listen,
hey,
knock on wood, and I'll do one of these things right here. They've played some really clean football the first 4 weeks. I think they eliminated penalties against the Ravens, and they played a really clean, some really clean football. We've had one turnover this season, so knock on wood. I know the Jaguars have been very.
Jacksonville lead the league with 13 turnovers.
Yes, Jacksonville has been very opportunistic, taking the ball away from teams. So we've seen them do that. But I think right now, I just think Mahomes, Mahomes has got that chip on his shoulder right now. We came out 0-2, and like I said, all the NFL gurus from NFL Network, ESPN, all the guys that get paid a lot of money to talk sports and talk football that know a lot more than we do, kind of left the Chiefs for dead at 0-2. So I'd just like to see him come in tonight, play a clean game, no turnovers, and like you said, I want to see Jalen Royals get in the offense. But I think Rashad Smith needs more touches tonight.
He definitely does, and that's something I would love to see. It will. I think it will add a dimension to the offense that they've not had in a long time since Kareem Hunt's rookie year. What Kareem did his rookie year, as far as a guy to come out of the backfield that changes the game, that can catch it. You look at Kareem, what he did in New England, his first game.
Right.
He catching a 60-yard pass down the middle of the field because he was a different guy. Jarek McKinnon. I think Rashad Smith can be a little bit of that Jarek McKinnon for us out of the backfield, the way he catches the ball, because he's got that, bro. He's got that 4.3 speed. That's just something you can't teach. You get Rashad Smith out there, coming out there on one of those wheel routes and catch him. They're not gonna catch him from behind. So I'd like to see him get the ball more. So like I said, I just want to see us offensively. I don't want to see us take steps back offensively, and then tomorrow it's like, well, it's a win. 13-5. You win how you have to win. It's a win in the league. It's all that bullshit. Because I won't.
But like we've always talked about, though, back in the day, I'll tell you, a guy that I was a firm believer in was Coach Tony Severino at Rockers High School. And Coach Severino's bottom line was he would always put up their FAWTW on the board, find a way to win.
And that's a beautiful, cute thing. I love it.
You have to do that, but like you said, I just
want to see us.
We need to come in and offensively do some big things.
I mean, you're asking like what I want to see. I just want to see offensively. I don't need to go hang up 60, and I don't know Mahomes go for 370 and 5 touchdowns and be like, we're back. But just have a good game, clean pocket, guys running open, throwing guys open, and then defensively doing our thing, protecting Mahomes. And then I'd like to see some guys on the defensive end, on the defensive side, play a little bigger role or make more plays. And we still haven't seen plays made from 90, and I know he has it in him. He's been close.
Yeah.
So this might be a game tonight that I see Charles go out and ball out and get a sack or two.
From the defensive side, we definitely see Amenahue.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Karlaftis was a dog last week against he chased Lamar Jackson around the field all day last week. I think that's how Lamar stretches his hamstring. I'm telling you, George was chasing him all over the field last week.
I think that tonight they have someone who is a statue in the pocket. Trevor Lawrence does not really run.
No, you have to get to him in the pocket tonight.
If they can, but I'd like to see him get to him without blitzing. Without taking away, without blitzing. Like having Charles like Charles went one-on-one, George one-on-one. Tonight I heard it was a guy on NFL Network was talking about his bet. He goes, I think Stone Cold is going to get, because it's a 0.5 sack, half sack for Jones. He's like, I think he's going over that tonight. He goes, because once again, he was like, Trevor's a guy that doesn't get out of the pocket.
Right.
He's like, so I think Stone Cold goes off tonight.
Right.
So I want to see that, defensively. There's not a lot you can say negatively about our defense or what they've done, but I like to see guys that we know that have another level take it up and play another level.
Yeah, we need Chris Jones to turn it up tonight, but for sure that defensive line, the secondary has played well. We need that defensive line to come up with some sacks tonight. Amenahue, Karlaftis, but I'm looking forward to seeing Jalen Royals and what role he plays in the offense tonight. How much more that they start getting the ball in his hands, and I think Rashad Smith tonight, I'd be happy if he got, I don't know, what do we say, Theo? If we got maybe 8 to 10 touches. 8 to 10 touches, we'd be happy with that. So hopefully Rashad gets.
I'll tell you what.
How many touches did he have last week, Theo? 6. So he had 6 touches last week. Brashard's got to get in at 8 to 10 this week, I think, 8 to 10 touches.
And I think that if you're the Matt Nagy and you're sitting there, I think it's pretty easy if you got 8 touches last week to 1 less from Pacheco here, 1 less from Kareem here to get him more touches. To me, he's a guy, if he gets a seam, he's gone.
I think last week, we were at the game last week. You were fortunate enough to be there and watch that game last week. But I think, to me, it looked like Kareem was a little frustrated because I think he wants the ball some more. I think he wants the ball. But we got to keep those guys fresh. We got to keep everybody fresh. And I'm telling you, the tight end room, dude, that tight end room is something, man. With Noah Gray, Jared Wiley, and the kid that we got from Clemson. And then also we got what's the other guy? The other veteran we got, the other veteran. What's his name in there?
Touchdown Tanya.
Touchdown Tanya. We have Touchdown Tanya in that. I'm telling you, that tight end room is special. I think tonight we'll see Mahomes spread the ball around.
If it is close, and it's a field goal game, I do worry about Butker.
Come on, man. Don't say. I only want to put that energy in the air. I only want to put that negative energy.
It's not energy in the air. It's just real. I mean, we talked about it too. Like 4 out of. I mean,
what do you thinking score wise tonight? What are you predicting score wise tonight?
So you were telling me that your boys down there were like, it's not raining, because I thought it was going to be a muddy track.
It's a dry
field.
It's a dry
if
field.
it's dry, I think it's Chiefs 28, Jags 17.
Okay, you want my prediction?
Yeah,
I've got a feeling tonight. Tonight we're looking at Chiefs 28-17.
that's what I just said.
Did you just said 28-17?
Come on, man! What the fuck?
Because I don't think the Jaguars will put up more than 20 points against us. 31-20 Chiefs. 31-20. I think the Chiefs will open the offense up tonight. I think Jalen Royals gets going tonight. Brashard Smith again in the offense. I just think Mahomes will have multiple people he can go to. And listen, we're really close to getting Rashee Rice back, which is going to open some things up.
2 weeks, yeah.
31. So you said 28-17. I said 31-20, and the spread's only, what is it, 3.5?
3.5. Yeah, 3.5. I'm excited to see Travis Hunter up close and personal because I've not watched enough of the Jaguars.
Travis Hunter, he's a freak, isn't he, bro?
Yeah,
he's a freak.
They have handled him. I will give them credit without overloading his load offensively and what he's doing defensively. But he's been good, at both.
The show that what's the show now that I see that Aqib Talib's on, that he's on with because Talib said that they should just leave him alone and put him. He said if you put him as a defensive back full time right now, he'd be top 7, top 8 cornerback in the league.
Easily.
His skill set is different. His speed, his long arms are definitely different.
Just his ability to track the ball, break on the ball. It's a wide receiver's mentality and a D-back. And he's a for sure tackler. He's not a big tackler.
Right.
He's not going to get a point in contact and
he's gonna get people
jar
down.
helmets, but he'll get people down. And
I'm not trying to change the subject right now, but who do we have? Who's in the baseball playoffs that's playing tonight?
The Slapdick Dodgers,
National League, Phillies, Dodgers. Yeah, I know you hate the
Cubbies
Dodgers.
Brewers
Cubbies Brewers tomorrow.
Tonight,
Cubbies Brewers. Let's go Cubs, man. Let's go Cubs.
Yeah,
let's go Cubs.
Absolutely.
Let's go Cubbies. I kind of like that. But I'll tell you what, I'm really looking forward to tonight's game, man. I see right now they're getting ready to start firing all this stuff up, bro.
It's filling up.
Firing up on all cylinders. Listen to all of our people that are in here at Maloney's tonight. We are Love You Bro Podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify. You can find us on our YouTube channel. We are shooting episode 53 tonight. We're going to start being here at least once a month at Maloney's and doing a live show. So thank you guys for letting us come and do our podcast tonight. Anybody that's in here tonight, we do have some free merchandise. We have some free T-shirts up here. Come see our guy Quinn, who handles our social media. We have some Love You Bro Podcast T-shirts. If you can just show us that you can follow us and like us on Instagram, TikTok, and our YouTube channel, we have free T-shirts to give away. So please come up and get you a Love You Bro Podcast.
You can't use a free T-shirt.
Yeah, man. Who doesn't want a Love You Bro Podcast T-shirt? So please come up and grab a T-shirt.
If you say you don't, you ain't going that good.
Yeah,
you ain't going that good.
When we come and do our show, we'll bring some different colored T-shirts. We have the crimson and blue ones tonight. Quinn, please check and see if any of the wait staff, bartenders, anybody wants to have one of our T-shirts, please give out one of our Love You Bro podcasts. We would love your guys' support. We're just a couple local guys here from Kansas City that started this.
Your significant other might need a T-shirt like when you're leaving the next morning. You know what I'm saying? And you got that extra one, so you're like,
see,
I didn't have to buy this shit, and you don't even have to see it. So
yes, and you can just hand them out. We have if you go to our merch store, we got the Love You Bro podcast in all the college colors. We got the black and gold ones for Missouri. We've got the purple. We got the purple ones for K-State. We got the crimson and blue ones right now, the KU ones. So please, if you guys are in Maloney's right now and you're looking for a free T-shirt or to give a T-shirt to a girlfriend, a friend, anybody, I don't know, come and grab a Love You Bro podcast T-shirt, man. Yeah. We love your guys' support. 1,000. Like I said, we're on YouTube. We're on Apple and Spotify. This is episode 53 tonight. In future shows, we will be bringing guests on here. We're hoping to bring one of our
Janie O'Donnell. Can I? Do you have that?
O'Donnell.
Do you have that channel over there with the Cowboys on it? Is that? Did you ask for that? I looked over and I was like, I saw you. I know. I was like, that he was handsome. I was like, that is amazing. That yes.
Janie O'Donnell
she's fanning herself.
I know. Janie O'Donnell was she was our original social media person until she passed it off to Quinn. So
I love that for you, Janie. It's the playoffs too. Look at this.
Listen, Janie and her mother love the bull riding championships. They do go to the bull riding championships at T-Mobile. So anybody that's a bull rider in here, we've got someone to introduce you to. No, I'm just kidding. You can't. You guys, thank you so much for allowing us to be here tonight. Like I said, we got a few more minutes left here. I know my brother's about to dip because he wants to go and watch this game. I'm going to finish up a few more minutes here. But so you're predicting 28-17 tonight? 28-17
Yeah,
Chiefs?
I mean, and I think I'm happy it's not raining because I thought, like I said, I thought it was going to be a muddy track. It was going to enhance their defensive. And their big kid is out, which I was like, when they were talking about today, I'm like, there's no way he's playing with surgery last week. No, I mean, that's too much asked. But this kid, what they're showing up here, that's big. I mean, rushing, yards per carry. I mean, that's big. So ETN, if we stop ETN, then we win and win by, we win by 10.
We're gonna have our hands full. It's gonna be a hell of a game tonight. We're super excited. Hey, I want to ask the people, do I have anybody in here at Maloney's that wants to come up and be on our podcast? My brother's going to dip. I got a few minutes left. I'm looking for someone to come up and just talk a little football,
Janie O'Donnell.
talk a little Chiefs. Is there anybody in Maloney's right now that wants to come, be a part of the podcast and talk a little sports? Do we have anybody? Do we have any takers that wants to jump on and talk a little Chiefs up here?
Why don't we get Theo on here?
Well,
Theo's got a lot of takes.
Theo's going to jump on, but listen.
Theo's got a lot of takes.
Here's my thing, though, bro. Every time I'm in a sports bar, I hear every single table, and everybody is a GM or everybody is a head coach. Everybody's got all the answers and solutions. So I know there's got to be somebody in here that wants a microphone and wants to talk about the Chiefs tonight. It could be male or female. Anybody who's got an opinion or a comment to make on the Chiefs. Anybody? Is there anybody in here wants to come up and be on a podcast?
I don't think they can hear us.
Because otherwise it's going to be in Janie and Theo.
Vinny Ross just walked in. Let's get Vinny Ross up here. Vinny Ross.
There's Vinny Ross. Vinny Ross, executive chef over at, where is he now? Where's Vinny Ross?
Vinny Ross is at La Bodega.
My wife just gave me one of those emojis with the hand over her face. Like,
Vinny Ross, why don't you call on up here?
Vinny Ross, executive chef at La Bodega. What's up, Vinny?
He never likes to get recognized.
Hey, anybody that's coming in here, seriously, anybody here at Maloney's looking to get one of our T-shirts, our Love You Bro podcast T-shirts are in here. We'll be in here at least once a month, you guys, to annoy you guys and do our show before Monday Night Football. So anybody who's wanting a T-shirt, please come and grab one. And follow us. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok. We appreciate the support. Our podcast is growing. This is episode 53 tonight, so we're excited to be here. We got a few more minutes left. The game's at 7:20. We promise you before then, before the kickoff, we'll be out of your hair so you guys can drink and watch the game in peace. But thank you for listening to us and allowing us to be here today.
Absolutely. Theo, you want to jump on here?
Theo, you ready to jump on, talk a little sports, man? I don't have any takers here.
Well, no, I will talk. Come on, Theo. Tell about,
Dylan, does Grandma want to pop on and talk a little sports tonight? Come on, Grandma, pop on here. We're not, Grandma, we do not bite. Yeah, come on. Turn the mic on. Come on, Grandma. You can come up here. Theo's up here. Come on.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna step off and let Theo and Grandma on here.
I'll be the resident Jags fan for the night.
That's fine. Grandma, come right up here. We're inviting all Chiefs fans. Anybody wants to come up here and talk a little sports? Well, part of Love You Bro podcast. You guys, we've been blessed to be in the sports business for the last 23 years. We do personal assistant work for pro athletes. We also have a black car transportation company. So one day we were sitting there at home, and my lovely wife just thought that we should start a podcast. So that's how we started this Love You Bro. So who am I welcoming to the set tonight? Theo, who was our original intern. Theo's on set with us tonight, and Dylan's grandma's gonna pop on set with us. Grandma, welcome to the set. Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Here.
Grandma, that's what. Do you hear that applause you got coming on here? Grandma, look.
This is my first podcast.
This is your first.
Yes.
You need to hold the microphone a little bit closer.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
You need,
Oh, okay.
okay. So Grandma, this is the first podcast you've been on?
Yes, my
Okay.
very first.
I love that. Grandma, welcome to Love You Bro podcast. So let me ask you, how long have you been a Chiefs fan?
I had the privilege of going to be one of the first people to go to Arrowhead when it opened.
I love that. How about that, man?
Long time.
I love that. So are you
I
a season?
the first Super Bowl with I can't remember what was
Hank Stram and 67?
yeah.
Yes.
And
And that was against my Vikings.
yes. Yes.
Okay, so have you been a season ticket holder, or you just go?
It was for a while.
For a while,
and then,
okay.
We decided it was a little bit about our budget.
Of course, I get that. Grandma, listen, we just want to thank you for coming to the podcast tonight, but for jumping on. This is awesome. Let me ask you a question. Who is your favorite player on the team?
Lenny Dawson.
Lenny Dawson. Listen, who doesn't like Lenny Dawson? Lenny the Cool was the first one to take us to the Super Bowl and win us the Super Bowl. But who's your favorite player on the team today?
Well, I got to go with Patrick.
Patrick, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's pretty special.
He is pretty special. What about the other guy he throws the ball to? Do you like Travis Kelce?
I love Travis.
Who doesn't love Travis?
He's taken, so I can't have him.
Travis is taken, but you know who's, well, I was going to say right here, the helmet we got signed by Noah Gray, but Noah Gray is also taken. He's married as well.
Oh, darn.
I know. That tight end room is fun.
I'll keep looking around.
Well, Grandma, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to our podcast. I hope I know this is your first, but I hope this isn't your last podcast. I hope you come and visit Love You Bro podcast. We're going to be going around the city a little bit, but we'll be here at Maloney's.
Okay.
What's your prediction for the game tonight, Grandma?
Well, I'm going with Chiefs.
Okay, I love that. Do you have a score? Do you have a score in mind?
I don't really know a lot about Jacksonville. So.
Okay, they have a good defense.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
Well, Lawrence is. Sometimes he's pretty good, and sometimes he isn't.
There you go, Grandma. That's true. Very true. Well, I love the Chiefs prediction. Thank you so much for coming and being a part of Love You Bro podcast. And thanks for coming up on stage.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed it.
All right. Okay, so we got Theo. Theo was our original intern here on the program. Theo was our guy that used to always come up, had his laptop on, and could always tell us the different stats and things that were going on. Theo, welcome to actually come on the podcast tonight, man.
Thank you. First time in front of camera.
I know, first time in front of the camera, but I love it though, man, because you're a very knowledgeable sports guy. You always have good takes on all the sports, on everything going on. What was some of the stuff I talked to Jamie about earlier today? We talked a little bit about the Ryder Cup, and I loved watching the Ryder Cup, but the thing I was disappointed the most about was the way that the fans acted on Sunday. I don't think there's any room for it in the game of golf for one, but I don't think there's any room for the way they treated the European golfers and throwing the drink on Rory's wife. I just don't think it's called for. What was kind of your take for the Ryder Cup?
I agree. I think some of the things that were said were taken a little bit out of proportion.
Right.
The U.S. fans definitely took it a little bit too far.
Right.
I will say they have since come out with a video of the fan that threw the drink, and it was hit out of his hand by someone behind him.
Okay.
It looks like the other fan's intention was to get it at Rory.
Right.
But it wasn't directly thrown.
Okay. I appreciate that a little bit more because I just don't think there's any room in any sport for us to treat the visiting fans or a player's wife that way at all.
Agree.
It's just
Totally
not
agree.
called for.
But I love the energy that was.
The energy of it.
Especially on Sunday. I mean, they were out of it.
Yes.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they got their butts kicked.
Right.
And they came back on Sunday. They needed to do something special, and they did. I mean, they really did. They got lucky that they ended up getting another half point to get them up to that 15, or there would have been a very big asterisk next to that thing.
100%. I don't mind the chippiness on the court, like the chippiness on the course between the caddies getting into it and talking some shit back and forth. I love that. That's all part of it. So when they were kind of talking that, I'm okay with that. It's just when you saw some of the stuff and some of the comments fans are making, it's like, come on, this is golf and it's a very, very prestigious event, the Ryder Cup. So I don't know. I know for the U.S. man, U.S. fans can do better than that. So that's just kind of
New York.
Yeah, it's New York. There you go. It's New York, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit. We have a few minutes here to talk. Chiefs football. I want to know what your thoughts are on tonight's game. Tell me where your thoughts are. When the team started off 0-2, and I know you're not a huge Chiefs fan, but you're a very knowledgeable sports fan. You keep up with the league. The Vikings are your team, so we know that. What are your thoughts about what's going on with the Chiefs this year? And then tell us a little bit about where your Vikings are and what they got going on.
I think tonight should be honestly, probably a pretty boring game.
You think?
Yeah, I do. Just primetime games over the last few years have usually been disappointments.
Right.
I think that this may not be popular with a lot of Chiefs fans. I think Rashard needs to get the ball.
Yeah.
He is better than Pacheco. He's better than Kareem.
I love it.
Kareem's way too old at this point.
Right.
Pacheco has that knee. Hasn't looked the same since he had that knee injury last year.
Right.
But once Rashid gets back, I mean, I do not like the Chiefs. I do not like Patrick.
Of course,
Mahomes,
right.
But I respect him. He's a winner.
Right.
All he does is win. So you guys will be fine.
Yeah.
And Chargers are now injured, so it opened the door right back open for you.
Yeah, the door's open. It's early in the season. The guys that I kind of that I said the gurus, the NFL guys, the NFL Network, ESPN guys, they kind of put the Chiefs out to be dead at 0-2, and I'm like, to me in a 17-game season, it's way too early to do that. So I wasn't worried at that point. And not to say that I'm not worried now, because there's a lot of season to go. You got to stay healthy across the board. We're going to get some pieces back. I'm really excited to see this game tonight because Jacksonville's got a good defense. And I'm anxious to see the jump that this offense takes. Tell us a little bit about your Vikings game yesterday, man. Carson Wentz, we brought up Carson Wentz. And Janie, as I talked earlier, Pop is not a Carson Wentz fan. My father-in-law is a lifelong Philadelphia Eagle fan, and he does not like Carson Wentz. So we've talked about that before. But I saw Carson had a big day yesterday. Tell me about that.
He had a very good last drive to come in and win us the game. It was a bit interesting. Jordan Addison got benched for the entire first quarter.
Wow, why was that?
He wanted to go explore London.
Okay. He wanted to
to
go explore London.
He was told not to, and he wanted to go explore.
Oh, wow. So he sat the whole first half?
First quarter. He wasn't really involved in that second quarter, so pretty much first half. But second half, he came in, and he had a game-winning touchdown for us. Carson Wentz has done what he needs to do.
Nice.
I think in 2 weeks after our bye, it's back to JJ. But for now, Carson, he's been serviceable.
Tell me though, from Vikings country, from Vikings land. Tell me about JJ McCarthy. Do you like? I mean, you're a big JJ fan?
I have a lot of faith.
Yeah.
I have a lot of faith in Kevin O'Connell as a play caller. If he thinks McCarthy's the guy, I agree with him.
Right.
He knows way more than I do.
Right.
And those first two games, we had no offensive line. We didn't have Christian Darrisaw,
Of course.
first-team All-Pro.
Right.
We didn't. Will Fries got injured right away. Donovan Jackson got injured right away.
Course.
First-round draft pick.
Yeah.
Ryan Kelly got injured right away. So JJ, yes, he did not look. He's had 7 bad quarters out of his.
Of course,
game.
right.
But he hasn't had an offensive line.
Yeah,
We haven't been able.
and that's huge. In Kansas City, we know that if you
Yeah.
don't have an offensive line, I don't care who's back there. If you don't feel comfortable and you can't get your feet set because your offensive line, you don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't care who you are back there.
But he came in. His first ever start in the NFL was a road game, divisional game, where he is from, being born and raised in Illinois, and we were down 17-3 going into the fourth, and he won.
Right.
He won that game.
Right,
He won us that game.
right.
So, I mean, I got faith as long as Kevin O'Connell's calling plays
Yeah.
and Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison are catching the ball,
I'll tell you what.
and that defense with B-Flow. I mean,
Listen,
we're good.
Carson Wentz is a legit. Backup quarterback. I mean,
Yeah.
I know when he was in
almost won
Kansas
an
City.
MVP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the guy's he's won games, and like I said, having Carson Wentz as a backup is not a bad thing. You never want to see your starter go down, but Carson Wentz being a backup is not a bad deal.
Yeah.
But listen, they're showing right now. They're showing our Chiefs come on the field. I'm trying to see if our guys are in the all whites tonight, or if they're in the white with the red pants. Did we see? They're in the all whites. Oh wow, Vinny, did you just say they're in the all whites? Oh man, I love that. The Chiefs on the road when they're in the all whites have played well. I just know that from recently, from the last several years of watching them. When they go the all whites, it's usually a big game. So just if you're watching the Chiefs tonight, if you're a betting guy, I would go ahead and put my money on the Chiefs tonight. They're in the all whites. They usually put up some points and play well. Like I said, this should be a good game tonight. Jacksonville. Duval, I think, is there. That's what is it? Duval. That's what they like to chant over there. So listen, you guys, anybody here at Maloney's tonight that has not already come up and seen my social media guy, we have T-shirts from Love You Bro Podcast. So please come up and grab a T-shirt. Love You Bro Podcast. We ask that you like and follow and subscribe to us on Instagram, on TikTok, on our YouTube channel. Our show drops every Thursday. And you can find it, like I said, on all of your outlets, Apple, Spotify, and our YouTube channel. So we'll be here at least one Monday every month before Monday Night Football doing our show. So we hope you guys will, like I said, follow and like. What's that? Oh my God! We have a helmet up here for sale. I forgot that. Where are we starting the bidding on this helmet? $125. We have a signed mini helmet by Noah Gray. This helmet was in a charity this weekend. It was one of our items that did not go for sale. So we are selling it tonight. We are selling it tonight for Lazarus Ministries. We're starting the bidding, and not even really bidding. If someone wants to come up and give us $125 for the helmet, this money will go to a great cause at Lazarus Ministries. So we have a helmet up here signed by Noah Gray. $125. My wife just said $125. So anybody who would like to come up and grab a Noah Gray helmet, be a good gift for your girlfriend. I know that. So that tight end room is a pretty good looking room with Travis and Noah Gray. You guys, I'm looking at them warming up right now in the all whites. I love the all white look too. Yesterday was Travis's birthday. Shout out to the GOAT. He turned 36. So I don't know, something about his girlfriend this weekend. There was some type of. Actually, let me ask Janie. Janie was one of our original social media people. Janie, was it a big weekend for Travis's girlfriend this weekend? Was there anything going on? Not really. Fiance, wife, whatever. Boss. I just call her boss. Travis's boss. So yeah, was it a pretty big weekend for her this weekend? Yes. Okay. Well, listen, shout out to Travis. He turned 36 this weekend, yesterday. So, you guys, we are getting ready to get out of here and let you guys turn on the volume, enjoy this Monday night game. So, let's go, Chiefs. And like I said, please follow us on our social media channels, Love You Bro Podcast, because you will be seeing us here up at Maloney's. Theo, thank you for popping on our show tonight, man.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me.
Listen, we appreciate everything you've done for us, and you're part of the Love You Bro family. So,
always,
Quinn, our social media guy, KC Podcasting Company, Dylan, Devin, thank you guys for what you guys do. Without you guys, we can't do this show. So, shout out to you guys. My wife, thank you so much for always being here and supporting us. So, as we're always say when we get off the air, man, love you, bro. We're out till next week.